Hello, entertainment daily lovers. Welcome back. So let's get right into the conversation. If you were with us live earlier, then you know that I had mentioned that I will quickly get this ready. We're supposed to do both of the analysis on one, but trust me, the expose of Professor Mgbeke, that was almost an hour, 40 something minutes interview done by Adeola on YouTube. Adeola Fireho. Hope I'm not bothering her name for the Yorubas. Hope how am I saying Adeola's last name? Okay, so Professor Mgbeke was called out that she lied against Senator Natasha and the lady, which is Freancess Olisa Ogbonnaya, did the expose. Now, let me grab some water. I'll be needing it because I just rounded up the first live stream about an hour ago. About 20 minutes, I mean, less than 20 minutes actually. So let me quickly grab the water and continue the conversation. Now, on this conversation that we're going to be having today, right now, is the fact that Professor Mgbeke did not wait. Okay, at all. She did not wait. I'm drinking a lot of water, so please pardon me. Welcome everyone. As people come in, let me use it to set myself, get myself fully ready. I'll not even check the sound to know if people can hear me. So Professor Mgbeke, as at yesterday when Adeola was doing this interview with this lady, with Freancess Olisa, Freancess Olisa alleged a whole lot. I'm trying to find this live stream so I can check. I can check for sound. Where is the live stream? Where is this live stream? That's the thing with YouTube. You do several live streams, they will not notify people. So I have to find this. Please pardon me. Give me a minute. Let me find the live stream so I can check the sound because I don't have people here. Okay. So as at yesterday, before I went to bed, I saw one post, which was the screenshot because Freancess had actually challenged. Yeah, YouTube did not send notification, so I think I will have to just type in Entertainment Daily and try to find this live stream so I can check our sound. So let me see. Give me a second. Let me see how our sound is going. Let me see. Give me a second. Okay, so I think our sound is good because I will be playing the video that Professor Mgbeke has dropped. So as at yesterday, immediately after the live stream, Professor Mgbeke took to her Facebook and posted the screenshots of their chat that Freancess Olisa was challenging her on the interview on YouTube to post. So I was like, whoa, that's fast. Okay. Then I went in, looked at the post. I'm like, okay, all right. And then today, this morning, I'm seeing that she's also posted a video calling out Adeola and also calling out Freancess and telling people that the Freancess is a kind of weird character. And she's also almost alleging that Adeola is always supporting nonsense or, supporting evil. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. We just finished the first live stream. So if you're seeing this one first, you have to go back and check the other one. Happy Sunday to you all. Let me drink some water and we'll get right in. I've been talking throughout the first live stream. I didn't keep water close to me. Okay, so yeah, let's get in. Excuse me. All right, so let's start. Let's do this. Let's go over to Facebook without wasting your time. I want to make sure that these live streams are as short as possible so people are able to quickly listen to them and move. Okay, because there's a lot to listen to. Professor Mgbeke, the woman posts back to back. So we will start from the first response she dropped yesterday. I don't want sounds on yet. I do not want sounds on yet. What's going on? Did she delete the screenshots? Okay, 17 hours ago, she posted the screenshot. Okay, so if you check Adeola's live stream, when Adeola's live stream ended yesterday, to when she posted this, you will know that Professor Mbeke did not waste time in posting the screenshot. So let's go. 17 hours ago, Professor Mbeke posted, let me see, let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 screenshots and Adeola's photograph with Olisa. Freancess. Okay, and so I'll read to you the caption first, then I will read to you the screenshots, and we will drop our opinion, then we'll move to the next thing that Professor Mbeke has actually posted. So 17 hours ago, Professor Mbeke posted responding to the expose that was being done by, the lady that was on Adeola's platform, Freancess. Okay, so she said, this is Professor Mbeke responding to that live stream. Yes, that was done yesterday. Said, it's too late to distract me. The truth is marching to the finish line. Adeola Firehome and unintelligent Freancess Olisa Ogbonnaya, your latest attempt to derail the truth is not only laughable, very petty, but embarrassingly weak. Do not mistake my silence for ignorance or my kindness for weakness. Let me expose yet another failed distraction tactics by Team Laitasha and her squad of useful idiots. You may remember that Laitasha documentary, a factual expose based on truth, forensic evidence, and courage. My Southeastern media team had a young woman from my beneficiary list to do a voiceover. She was paid. Her work was substandard. A refund was rightfully requested. Simply prior to this, she, like many others, benefited from my Eastern charity. That's my norm, not a favor. Now, on to my upcoming book and documentary launch, Soul Tonic and Voice of Nature, the life and time of Dr. Sandra Duru, slated for August 2026 in six countries, backed by over 350 heartfelt letters, goodwill messages, and video submission from people I have impacted. These were voluntary. No begging, no coercing, just truth and legacy in motion. So imagine my shock when Freancess, after butchering a voiceover gig, decided to scream clone at a forensically verified voice used in the Laitasha documentary, a voice belonging to Natasha, investigated and authenticated by licensed professionals. Her desperate outburst holds no weight. And she continued, Freancess was briefly exposed to snippets featuring Omoren, Obi, and Patoranking, which are already available in the public domain. There was no secret, just her twisted interpretation of what she doesn't understand. Adeola, go tell your Natasha, your circus is tired, your distractions are stale. I will not be moved. I, I am documented, defended, and determined. As always, I come with receipts, Professor Mbeke. Welcome. If you're just joining, please like the live stream. Thank you so very much. So this is Professor Mbeke's response to the video that was done, the live stream, sorry, that was done yesterday by Adeola, interviewing a lady that alleged that she has evidence, lots of evidence against Professor Mbeke, that Professor Mbeke is just trying to blackmail and derail this whole thing, that everything that Professor Mbeke is saying is actually not true, that Senator Natasha never said those. The lady even went as far as saying that some years back, about 2020 or 2021, Professor Mbeke had already told her that it's very easy to clone someone's voice and things like that. That's the easiest thing that she does, in the sense that this lady is alleging that there's a possibility that if she has started from 2021 to start cloning people's voice, what do you think Professor Mbeke is capable of in 2025? That she can clone anybody's voice and make anything, to make believe like that it is what it is. So Professor Mbeke fired back. And that's what I'm reading to you right now. So that's it. And she ran it by saying Professor Umbeke, and then she posted the screenshot, the supposed screenshots of the messages that Freancess was challenging her on that live stream yesterday to post. That I dare you, I dare you, Professor Umbeke, to post the chat between me, Freancess Olisa Ogbonnaya, and you. Post it, I dare you. So the first one, in no order, just as she posted it, we're looking at it. She posted a screenshot that shows Freancess Olisa Ogbonaya's name, and it shows one missed call, then a message in green that says, please, I don't want this. It's below the standard. Please, we cannot make use of it. Kindly send me the money. Let me look elsewhere, please. And then a message, another message in gray. This one says, that's a response to this, please send me the money. This one says, okay, tell me how you would want me to refund it, please. And then another message followed by saying, Sandra, please talk to me. I am being very courteous because you are my own friend and also a client. So your satisfaction should be topmost to me. If I have to send you the one left with me, kindly send me your account number. That's the first screenshot. The second screenshot shows a voice call that was not answered. Then three forwarded um, MP3 messages. Okay, that shows 5.4. The first one forwarded shows 5.4 megabytes. The other one, entitled like Lie Natasha Raw 1. Okay, and it says 5.4 MB. The second forwarded message was Lie Tasha Raw 2, 6.3 MB. The third forwarded MP3 message here says Litasha Mix MP3, and it says 4.4 MB. Then the last but not the least here on this screenshot of MP3 forwarded message, it says Litasha Mix 2, 5.1 MB. Then it is followed by a missed voice call. Okay, then let's move to the third one we see here. The third one we see here says, we are walking, sis. And then a hand of prayer underneath this, we are walking, sis. Then she responded and said, thank you. Then this other message, the message in green says, thank you. Then the other one says, please, with a hand of prayer again, I am appearing on TV tomorrow morning and I need the documentary ready tonight. And then she said, yeah, noted. Then another message said, it's too scripted. It's two scripts. So we are making sure it comes out fine. Then another voice call that says no answer. Then another forwarded message. That's where that screenshot ended. And the next screenshot, this is posted by Professor Mbeke. The next screenshot here, a voice call not answered. Then a write-up saying, I was in transit. Let's talk later. It says, okay. One voice call not answered. Group call invite, 2 people invited. Then I have called my staff. I got an alert of 300K. 2 missed voice calls and voice call with 55 seconds. Okay, so that's that. Then the next thing we see here is a long write-up that says, pray and hope Senator Natasha has other strategies outside the media's strategies she's been using. She looks like one who doesn't let people teach her. I would like this to be untrue, though. The truth is that Nigerian politics is very ugly and currently at its ugliest form. So in politics, persons where they cry, go they see road to. In Nigerian politics, you employ the fact, the emotional, now wow, you employ the fact, the emotional blackmails, the threats, and then garnish it with a whole lot of diplomacy and fake love. Even a whole wiki had to cook soup by himself for Femi Gbajabiamila, and even gave him a live performance of "On Your Mandate We Shall Stand," just so he can have Rivers State. Natasha needs to roll her sleeves. Okay, so let's move to the next one. The next one, so this is supposed to be a message from Freancess to Professor mgbeke. Then this again, it says, "Happy Easter, my sister." It says, "I appreciate my sister. I had also wanted to tell you about the dream I had days ago. It was very instructive. I saw that Somto, I never knew him. I genuinely wish the Rochas or Korochas family can reach out to that boy's family. Thank you once again for the gift. It's appreciated. I also recognize your never say never spirit. It's encouraging." Then it was followed by all these write-ups were followed by a 9 minute voice call and another voice call. Then to the next screenshot, I said, "My beautiful sister." And he said, "Name, you will have the video tomorrow." He said, "No problem." He says, "Thank you." Then October 10th, 2024, Soul Tonic TV. It says, "Soul Tonic TV launch. Celebrate with us as we unveil Soul Tonic TV, your new source for inspiration. Subscribe on YouTube," and they drop the link. And here it says, "Vibe with Idris Abdul Karim music, something, something." And these are what Professor mgbeke posted. But let's talk about it a little before we go to the next one. Like I said, she was quick to post this, and kudos to you that you were quick to post in response to what you were being accused of. But I feel like the chat is still a lot one-sided, okay? But I hope the other lady comes out and posts her own side too, so we see more of what, because it's almost like here you see more of what the lady was saying, not what both of them were saying. While Olisa Freancess Ogbonnaya was alleging, okay, that both of them were having conversations, but this was almost like all of what this lady was saying and very few things concerning the recording and what Professor mgbeke wanted. So did she omit some things in this their chat, or this is just the whole truth and nothing but the truth? So we will wait for the other lady to come and post, and if she's not able to post the full chat, then it means that she's the one that is not telling the truth, because Professor mgbeke has already posted. So if we have to work with only what Professor mgbeke has posted, that is this lady that is talking more, but she made it look like it was Professor mgbeke that was talking more. Time shall tell until we find the woman's page, and if she said all those evidence she alleged she has and the conversation she posed them, then we will know between she and Professor mgbeke who's not telling the truth. So now somebody, two comments I see here. This one said, "How does this date in 2024 correlate with 2025 when the incident happened?" They're asking her, and Professor mgbeke responded to the person and said, "Go and listen to her lies. You will understand, LOL." And then another person said October 9th and 10th, 2024. Okay, so people are pointing out the dates of what she posted, and people are saying it's in 2024, okay, and not 2025. But anyway, let us see. The main thing is to wait for the Freancess. They say he that alleged, will prove, right? So you that you have alleged, you need to prove. So let's wait. So that's what Professor mgbeke posted. So let's go to the next thing she posted. Let me see. Which one is this one? Let's see.
And injustice. The last thing Nigeria needs is a calculated like Tasha, exploiting gender, sympathy, and media to weaponize lies. This is not a movie. This is the Natasha Apoti Udrara story, the one many Nigerians don't know but must. But unfortunately, I was silent and I was suspended. I was suspended for 6 months, amongst many other stringent conditions. From accusing Senate President Akpabio of sexual harassment, to dragging her own husband to court, to attempting to involve celebrities like Pato Ranking, her state governor, Reno Mokri, and even Dr. Obi Ezekwesili in orchestrated scandals. What exactly is going on? So when I asked all the time, this is the plan, she said, fine. Yeah. She put herself, she put a team, Fida. Fida brought in 5 lawyers, and there's another lady who manifested Dr. Adeola. They came together and they said they will go there and disrupt. So I saw her there. Was intentionally to disrupt that thing so that they will not move on. What was it? They said it's been adjourned or something. Adjourned indefinitely. Yes. Who knew marriage was now a political internship program? I love the masculine energy. And I told my husband, I said, if this one fails, I'll still marry you. But it is not just drama. This woman confessed in a recorded conversation that she knew about the gruesome murder and organ harvesting of the late Imore in Nwabong for over 3 years and said nothing. That's not advocacy. That's a crime. There was this girl that was killed. What's her name? Imoren Inubong, that girl that was killed some years ago. That her organs were actually used for the wife, because the wife was really ill 3 years ago or so. So they killed the girl, and her organs were used for the wife. So a whole lot. And then many women are reaching out to me. Even this guy, Pastor Rankin, this musician, Pastor Rankin. Pastor Rankin told my husband's age because they are close.
Now, there's a reason why I want you people to listen to this again, because after she posted the screenshots, this is the next thing she posted. I want you to listen first, then I will read to you the caption that she included in this video that she reposted again.
That his wife also tried to do a job for a party, but he didn't pay her because he wanted to sleep with her. Under both Nigerian and international law, withholding such evidence makes one complicit. But instead of going to court, she went to the media. Instead of presenting proof, she presented emotions. Instead of seeking justice, she sought attention. To you women, because this is a bigger picture. And Nigerians fell for it. Social media was flooded. Activists screamed. But when the police called her to present evidence, she vanished faster than accountability in a political debate. Boom. Another glass door breaking distractions. Let's be clear. When you accuse someone of a crime, especially murder or sexual assault, you don't just whisper it to the public and disappear. No, you prove it in public and in court. That's how justice works. You either take them to court or the police, or they drag you to clear their names. Either way, you must prove all the allegations. Otherwise, we are all at risk of being falsely accused. Why the pattern? Why always emotional, unproven, media-driven allegations when she doesn't get what she wants? And why are no courts backing her claims? Why always media, yet hasn't shown any evidence till date? This is not a witch hunt. It is a truth call, because justice must not bow to emotion, nor be manipulated by theatrics. Natasha, prove your allegations or step aside from public space. Nigeria deserves better. Women deserve better. Justice deserves truth.
Okay, so that's what Professor Mgbeke posted 17 hours also. Like after she posted the first long write-up and several screenshots concerning the interview that was done by Adeola and Freancess Olisa Ogbonnaya. After she posted the screenshot and then she wrote that long write-up, then she posted this that you just listened to right now, this short clip of what she had posted before. And this is what she captioned to this clip that you just listened to. I wanted to play the clip first, then I will read to you the long caption. Like I always say, the woman can write. Professor Mgbeke can write. Everything she posted, there's always a long write-up. That's why I was saying, this Freancess Olisa, if you're going to challenge Professor Mgbeke, be ready. You said you're a journalist, so that's amazing. Be ready, because this woman, she writes like I don't know. Seriously, so 17 hours ago, she did 2 posts, right? Which was almost immediately after the interview by Adeola, okay, where she was being called out to be fake and trying to blackmail. Now, this one, the caption says, to Adeola Fireho and the ever confused newly recruited G&H apprentice Freancess Olisa Ogbonnaya, I watch your latest attempt at journalism, if we can even call it that, and I must say it was a masterclass in saying absolutely nothing with exaggregated confidence. Empty barrels truly do make the loudest noise. Now, let's clear a few things up, since facts clear aren't your strong suit. The voiceover job my media team gave to Freancess was rejected because her delivery sounded like a sick frog croaking into a tin can. Hey, good, oh, the mouth of Professor Obeke is something else. Haba, somebody do work for you. You say it sounds like a sick frog, not even a healthy frog, oh, but a sick frog. This woman, get ready because I will go and find her page. You see, this olisa lady that's exposing, trying to expose Professor Obeke. I feel like anybody that wants to come head to head with Professor Mbeke needs to be extremely prepared, like be very prepared, because it seems like the woman is good at what she does. And it seemed like she didn't start yesterday. So if you want to challenge her, be well prepared. Be well prepared. Okay, so let's continue. So said it sounds like a sick frog croaking into a thin can. We demanded a refund, yes, because we pay for quality, not charity, and handed it over to a professional with actual experience. It's called standards. You should look it up sometime. As for Natasha's voice, no, it wasn't cloned. And no, it's no longer a secret. We exposed her loudly and clearly through well researched song and clarified documentaries. The truth has legs and a soundtrack now, and it's dancing through the public square. I'm not here for distractions or rented clowns parading as critics. I stay focused, I stay winning, keep backing, I'm still building. Àwọn ní ìranu. Natasha hire another idiot, like Professor Mgbeke. So that's it for this one. Let's see the comment section, what the comment section of this post is saying. This person, someone called Anthony, said, I'll just be saying just their first name, not their complete names. Someone called Anthony commented on this particular post I just read to you, and the sound I played to you said, Prof, you are spot on. No amount of gang up can twist the fact and the evidence you have. Laitasha is a rogue. Someone called Vic said, she's a clown, a clone voice with her phone number. God go judge Una. Someone called Joseph commented and said, God punish her. Another person called Unsinsong Unsinsong said, everything about Natasha is fake. Someone called Jake said, lie pro max. Laitasha should give her life to Christ. Another person called Cross River, and there's something else at the end, says her recent video, she said nothing, she was just looking at the camera. This is my first time seeing Natasha H. Akpoti so silent without saying anything. Then this is the same Cross River dropped another comment, said her recent video on TikTok, she was so quiet. That was my first time I saw her not ranting. Somebody called Sequence said they will still fail woefully. Vino dropped a comment and said, only God knows why Natasha keeps bringing new faces to try to rubbish whatever you have done or said, rather than proudly just presenting one undeniable evidence to end this drama. I also noticed that they never provided any counter document, fact to refute what you have said so far. Instead, it has always been stories or tales by moonlight. What are they thinking? This other commenter said, Gabriel said, fire on even as I commend your strength from above. Dio said, she don't climb she don't climb the pass where leave day. This one, this crossover person is really commenting, said the song she played on TikTok, what did the president do? Okay. Adedeji said, let her come out to prove her allegation. Joshua said, bombshell. um Aworetan said, my dear professor, I have been reading your post with keen interest how you are presenting your cases with evidence that had never been denied or refuted. I am therefore of the opinion that you should not allow people to drag or push you into the usage of unhealthy and unprofessional words, thereby making you to look like them. You are doing the work as a professional. Please try to maintain the standard and leave them for the general public, and of course, posterity will judge. Professor Mweke responded to this person's comment. Let's see what she said. She said, "No, I am out in all areas. They will go down within the power of law." But this person is right. The whole gullible and DH and insulting and all some of the things that she's including is actually taken away from the message that she's trying to pass. But it's her message, Professor Mbeke. Pass your message the way you like. I'll take two more comments and we'll go to the last thing she posted that we can see on her page. Samson said, "Thanks, Dr. Sandra. One thing I am sure of is that very soon her financiers will gradually start distancing themselves from this local and international liar. The source of her finance is running dry faster than her expectation. Like Tasha, it is down. Just pull down your veil and seek forgiveness from those you have successfully dragged their name in the mud because they are G and H. That's hungry and gullible, including the educated, useful idiots too." King said, "You don't they fail already. Check your CS. You are a failure." Okay, so I'll leave it at okay. So let me take this other one because I see this person is talking to Adeola. Ganiyu says Adeola Finehall is a blogger that attracts traffic to her page. Okay, then Moses said Natasha. All right, so let's leave it at that. So this was posted 17 hours ago too. And then let me see this one. Okay, let me see. Wait. Imoren, Inubong, that girl that was killed some years ago, that her organs were actually used for the wife, because the wife was. Okay, so let's see. Hold on. Okay, so then she posted, and did she post two things? Did she post two things starting with to Adeola Firehorn? Because I'm seeing another one here. I'll just read it. Maybe it's quite different. She said, this is another one that it shows two different posts that she started with Adeola's name. She said, "Adeola, Freancess, Chai, Unabi Mumu Pro Max. All my evidence are professionally investigated, verified, and well documented. You idiotic morons and your Natasha denied ever talking to me, and then you useful idiots later agreed, oh yes, she's a public figure, and boom, it's cloned. Anyway, animal husbandry is a lucrative course." The way this lady throws jabs at Ruben Abati, she said, "Anyways, animal husbandry is a lucrative course at Arise TV, and now Adiola, Madam Foolishness, has shown that she is just a senseless parrot of the century. Natasha, you talk am, Abi, you know talk am." Professor Mbeke. So let's see what the comment is saying here. It has 59 comments. It says, "Anybody will know," okay, from this person's name is Vandy. Vandy said, "Anybody will not believe now witchcraft." Then from Ahmed said, "She talk am. She can't deny the facts." And he added laughing emoji. This next person's name is Moji. Moji said, "First thing I remember was that Natasha denied ever talking to you. Now suddenly they remember she said something. She said some things, just excitement and personal things. Why are they so dumb? Uh, why are they so dumb?" The question remains, where is the evidence? Then Siri said, "Did I just hear someone say we spied the girl?" Said, "Please, is that correct?" And then people were responding to that person. Sylvia said, tagged somebody and said, "Ukeme Omorin." Comment C slash hear what that pathological liar said about your sister. Okay, so they tagged the person's sister. Please allow the family to grieve their grief in peace. Somebody called Vic said, "You talk am or Abi, you know talk am." Also laughing. Otumba said, "Let Auntie Obi explain to us what a hired useful idiot means and also show us Tasha's evidence against Akpabio. I hate nonsense. Andy said, if they feel defamed, why now go to court? Human said, Natasha is finished. Glory said, more revelation, Professor, kudos. Afok said, Professor, right on. Isa said, saying a lie. Okay, so then Akinlolu said, I blocked your effing toxic page with your stupid lies and you still popping on. You want Thunder to fire your entire creation. Leave this matter and let those concerned get redress in court. Were. This other one said, a worm said, you talk am, Abi, you know talk am. Everybody's asking if Natasha if she said it or she didn't. Daniel said, I expected them to sue Professor Mbeke by now if she's lying. Instead, animal husbandry is still a lucrative cause on Arise TV, and now Adeola, Madame Foolishness, has shown that she's just a senseless parrot of the century. Like this one is repeating what Professor Mbeke said. Okay, so let's see. What's the other thing that is here? Okay, so let me see what is. Okay, this one is she posted the music, and it says, Adeola, Laitasha, Freancess, you see you, madam, no satire, no lies, no cloning, clean evidence. Professor Mbeke. And the comment section, let's see. As usual, I say Professor, easy on her. She go they regret now. Professor, that was from Evergreen. Then Abdul Rashid said, Prof has finished Laitasha. Gani, you said Adiola na cloud chaser. Um, Talumo says, Yet some people are still saying it's not her voice. The woman is just ashamed to admit that she wrongly accused the Senate president of something he didn't do. Jimmy said, very clear proof. Only the gullible and hungry will still be believing that demon called Natasha. Ayo says, all this is very simple. DSS can do it. The phone number can be record, telecommunication like MTN Glow, etc. Print it out. Ekenam said, I know very well that GOA cannot stoop so low to attempt the nonsense spewed by Lai Natasha. I hope her suspension will be indefinite because she must surely respond to the invitation of the Ethics and Privilege Committee of the Senate. Anang people are no nonsense people. We behave ourselves. We behave ourselves, though we are comical in nature. Natasha, if you like, her let her jump ship to a ruling party forever. No amount of persuasion will make the Senate to forgive her. Her senatorial district she represents should look for a credible representative to represent them, or they will wait for another 2 years. That's my prediction and opinion. More revelation on the way. Amautok Yang, Covenant Yang Anyauto. Okay, so he's speaking his language. When you write this thing, don't be involving your people, oh, because if Senator Akpabio is from Anang, now you don't go bring Anang people come inside. Just leave Anang people in peace. So let them just be there, okay? If you're also from the and this person's name is a Kanem, so you know that of course it's somebody from Akpabio's side. Don't be bringing. I've told you people leave this tribalism thing. Akpabio really, even if Natasha just accused him wrongly. From the way Akpabio talk, you know, say a man wey ashawo dey eye. So leave Anang people before them go say all of them Anang get ashawo for eye. So leave the thing. Akpabio na ashawo man. Even the people that came out to defend him, you could tell. And even the statement that came out from Akpabio's mouth. So even if Natasha's own case is a lie, there will be several other people there that Akpabio must have said sexual kind of things to them. He looks it, he talks that way, and it is obvious, okay? For him to go in front of a lot of women, instead of him to deny that nothing like that happened, he's asking them, is she finer than all of you here? And we know that that's like the normal thing that they do. Even like little boys on the streets, they call you beautiful, beautiful. You don't answer them. You they waka, they go the next thing, see as you ugly, see your front flattening and see your this, they start insulting you just because they won't harass you. You know, green, they harass you. All of a sudden, from fine girl come knock me to you being insulted. So leave and people to them today their day and don't involve them in Akpabio's bullshit. And the people that came out to defend Akpabio still said he talks in a kind of way. When you hear somebody saying that somebody talks in a, that means Akpabio is somebody that even in workplace will be bringing in all this flirty kind of talk. Not be everybody like that kind of thing. Some women will overlook it, but some people would not. Okay, like recent there's a screenshot of Leto Juku's wife. What's her name now? What did I forget her name? Bianca, where somebody was trying to put hand on the waist. Now you marry her, now your girlfriend. Why you won't put your hand on the waist of another person and somebody took a photo from behind and they screenshot and they posted that one and they're like, this is evidence. So tomorrow they will say they didn't do it. We know, say that now common thing. A lot of men for that Nigeria I showered their eye. And then Sabi they do things so they know say women, no matter how you shout, they say that now you be the first person they touch like that. Now you be the first person they flirt with. If did you see what those women came out and they were saying things like, well, we know he says things like that, but he doesn't mean it. Get out of here by person no mean. Why you they talk nonsense for place of work or a professional colleague? Waiting happen. Okay. Anyways, the next thing we see here is watch. Okay. So Professor Mbeke posted another one again, which is a video of this lady, and I will allow you people to listen to it. Wait, hold on. That's this lady that was interviewed yesterday. Professor Mbeke posted a 1 minute 17 second video of her talking about Professor Mbeke. So Professor Mbeke is trying to prove something. So let me let you people listen to this. I'll play it just as Professor Mbeke posted it.
Of course, my friend called me Tabitha. I'm a broadcast journalist, you already know. Now I'm here to talk about Dr. Sandra Duru. I'll call her my sister, my friend. I met her on social media actually, but then she is one person I can tell you that her words are bankable. If Sandra tells you, Tabitha, move, I'm coming with you, she's with you. She's one person who you can always say that any side she is or at any particular issue. A very rare quality among persons these days. Sandra is a humanitarian. She has this milk of humanity running through her. It has nothing to do with I don't know where she got it from, but it's been there from the point I've known her. Even at the point she'll be having her own challenges, Sandra will jettison her own and carry other people's problems. She is one person. From her personally, I've learned perseverance. Sandra taught me not to give up. You with Sandra, you are always forging ahead and everything. She's such a person that the society needs her. She's a community leader. She's one person, like I said, a humanitarian. Someone who you can always know where she is at every point in time. Like I said again, her words are simply bankable. Thank you. Hello, my name is Mrs. Freancess Olisa, ogbonnaya, but of course, my friends call me Tabitha. I'm a broadcast journalist, you already know. Now I'm here to talk about Dr. Sandra Duru. I'll call her my sister, my friend. I met her on social media actually, but then she is one person.
Now on the live stream, on the interview, Frances Olisa Ogbonnaya said that there's a statement that she made a statement here, but I don't hear that statement that she said she made here on this video. But this video itself too looks weird. It looks like when you're being forced to do something, when somebody is asking you, can you people do, we know those kind of things where they'll say, can you do a video or do it? The way you do it, it's quite different. Just few people knows how to really switch things up, and but it's almost like, okay, she was forcing herself to say the things that she's saying about Sandra Duru also and everything. The video looked very weird. I don't even know why the Sandra Duru accepted the video. But anyways, she has posted it now as an evidence of the woman. And listen to the caption that follows this video that you just listened to now. Okay. Now, a very long caption. It says, watch Adeola's guest, one of my charitable beneficiary from the southeastern region of Nigeria. Like many others I have helped over the years, both those who come to me for support and those I assist quietly out of love and duty. And I never publicize such act. My holy my holy book teaches me that what the right hand gives, the left hand should not know. The same girl was desperate to be featured in my upcoming Life and Times Golden Circle documentary, scheduled for August 2026, in anticipation of my Soul Tonic and Voice of Nature Volume 1 and 2 book launch, with a foreword by Dr. Mohan Kaur and Dr. Abietan Omoni. The documentary also includes video contributions from respected world leaders who voluntarily shared their experience and encounter with me throughout my life journey. She approached me claiming her husband had abandoned her and was stranded somewhere. Out of compassion, I instructed my team to give her a chance to be by assisting her a voiceover role in the already viral Laitasha documentary. Unfortunately, her voice was not only completely unsuitable, it sounded like a parrot with diarrhea. Professor Mbeki. We have no choice. Sorry, we had no choice but to reject the recording and demand for refund. Rather than accept this with dignity, she ran off to another desperate, unprincipled Rons girl and the confused, loud-mouthed Adeola to spread foolish and baseless story. What came out of her mouth was not only idiotic, but a reflection hmm, of a disturbed and senseless character, a true Natashawo in every sense. Let it be known I will address Adiola, Adana, Chinyere, Elo, Ogene, and the senseless stray mouthpiece known as Mama, Wee Wee, or Pee. They will face the consequences once the full truth about Natasha is exposed and justice is served. These useful idiots will serve as a warning to all the upcoming Natashans, the Litashans of the world. I am not here for social media drama or content creating. I am here for real life altering justice driven cases. Before bringing anything online, I had already reported this matter to the relevant security agencies and submitted my evidences. Only after that did I bring a small portion to the public domain, and not for entertainment, but to expose a serious criminal matter under active investigation. No distraction allowed in my quarters, but I will try as much as possible to keep you all updated with receipts. Natasha, you Natasha, you have failed because I am in town with everything forensically investigated and verified. Useless runs girls. Professor Mbeke. Welcome, welcome, that mom of five. So waiting be Adiola own for this matter. Now, because the interview, that's how you'll be receiving basketballs now. Once you run a story and you don't run it the way some people like, they will start insulting you. After the other post, I went and I asked a question. I said, your live stream, people are pointing out that there is a name showing on the video on when you flipped your phone over. And it was showing Senator Natasha, Senate President Godswill Akpabio's name. And people are really asking that you clear this up. And I think it's, in the lines of, I don't remember exactly word for word how I wrote it, but I remember that I started it by saying, at Professor Mbeke, please, if you don't mind, I have a question for you. Very polite asking the question. Immediately, my question landed. If you see attack, people were attacking me. I now had to ask them. I said, wait, are you Professor Mbeke? Because I clearly said at Professor Mbeke, and then I asked my question. Are you Professor Mbeke? Are you the one doing the expose? They said, go away. You are one of the gullible and hungry Nigerians. You're one of the this, you're one of the Laitasha gang members. So that's what they do. Whenever you try to analyze this thing from everyone and just be neutral, they don't like it. They want you to either be on Natasha's side or be on Professor Mbeke's side. Are they, when they do their bargain as politicians, they are not there. Why go take sides? You understand? So I totally understand why this lady is receiving basketballs. If you talk about this thing and it doesn't sit well, even this other lady that puts red scarf on her head, she was blasting Professor Mbeke, and Professor Mbeke was blasting her too. And she mentioned her name again here in this write-up. And both of them, they've been going back and forth. So anybody that says anything that doesn't sit well with Professor Mbeke, she will give you woto. Her followers will give you woto. And it's just been that. So that's why Adeola is receiving basketballs. And that mom of five said, said, me, I will still do my own on this case. Why not? That's the job we do. What are we going to report some cases and we're going to skip some cases because some people think they want to insult somebody? Who insult they buy? You only insult, but you cannot change anything. Everybody will learn their own opinion. Not be all of us come for the country. We no go talk. Of course, we go talk. And you know me say we won't take side with anybody. All we they talk say make anybody they allege, give us enough evidence. More who know say now you they talk through and the other person they lie. And then wait, if you not talk anything, we can't close mouth, can't go hide. Then you can now judge that we're taking sides. But when you never present reasonable, beyond all reasonable doubt evidence, why I go jump on your bandwagon? What if you two another you they let's say big men then don't buy Senator Natasha? What if big men also have bought Professor Mbeke and big men have also bought this other woman? But anyway, then they give Adeola Basbos right now. Maybe Adeola will respond, maybe she won't. So yes, I mean, watching her on Instagram, like seriously, Adiola talks about everything. So I'm not surprised that she's handling this case. Adiola talks about politics and things like that. So why won't she talk about this? These people involved are politicians. So why won't she speak about it? But anyway, she gives everybody woto, and her followers gives people woto. So don't even be surprised that mom of five. Okay, she said, but she said, no distraction allowed in my quarters, but I will try as much as possible to keep you all updated with receipts. Natasha, you have failed because I am in town with everything forensically investigated and verified. Useless from girls, Professor Mbeke. Okay, so let's see the last one she posted 4 hours ago. This other one was 15 hours. The one before that one was 17 hours ago. So 4 hours ago, she has clipped. Let me see.
I'm not the course. I'm just asking if you cooperate with because beyond you telling us these things,
you see why
your job as a journalist is to hold.
You see why I was saying this on the live stream yesterday. I said, this woman, Freancess Olisa Ogbonnaya, you said you were a journalist. You came on somebody's platform. Why don't you want them to ask you questions? You're not carrying yourself like somebody that is coming to tackle or talk about a case that this is a high profile case. Okay. And you don't come there to clown, giving Agbero vibe. Look at the part that Professor Mbeke has gone to clip from that 40-something minutes live stream. She clipped where the woman was attacking Adeola. And that's why she's calling them fools and idiots. Because this Freancess Olisa Ogbonnaya made this interview look stupid. Look how Adeola is well collected, well calm. I don't know if I was the interviewer, if I would even be able to be that patient the way Adeola was. Wallahi, I no go fit. I don't know if I will be that calm because you should know that if you're coming on somebody's platform, they will interview you, they will ask you questions. Which one is leave the police to do their job? She's just asking you simple questions. If they invite me, I will go. But before I will go, I will tell them to go and invite Professor Mbeke also. Just answer the questions. If you don't want to even answer, tell her I don't feel comfortable answering that question. There's a professional way of doing things, and you that you're a journalist, you don't know. That we're not even journalists, we're just doing celebrity gist, and sometimes we're talking about world news and important things like this. We know that when you go on somebody's platform, you want to talk, you have to carry yourself differently. I remember once we're talking about a topic on this, and we're like on the panel, and somebody kept saying, "Smile, Entertainment Daily, smile, calm down. You're taking it too serious." Why won't I take it serious? That's something serious. We're on a panel. We don't know how far that person's video will go. We don't know how far what we're saying on that live. I'm not going to come and clown myself. If somebody invites me to join their panel to discuss the topic, I will be as serious as. So nobody plays down or because of my actions. And because of her actions, Adeola is being affected because now they've called the both of them foolish runs girls. Do you understand? So listen to what Professor Mbeke clipped and reposted.
Evidence I gave you, I spotted my evidences, and I'm giving you money to give you more. You people do their job. I'm still asking you about the police or the police stop to responsibility. I'm a journalist myself. I hope you know. Okay. Thank you so much for coming on the show. All right, the last thing I just want to confirm one more time is
exactly that mom of five.
Testify, submit.
That what kind of journalist that does not know how to? And some people were defending that that's how journalists behave. No, that's not how journalists behave. Don't mistake when a journalist is trying to really ask you question and push somebody to when somebody is clowning. It's not the same. That's not how journalists behave. You don't ask a journalist question and they flare up. That's not what they taught them in their school of journalism or school of communication and whatnot. That's not what is being taught over there. So this woman gave an Agbero vibe, and that is what Professor Mbeke is going to use. I said it just before. I said it there on that live stream. I don't know why YouTube now, they kind of changed their this thing, or as if it's before, even when you're watching the replay, you can see comments. I was saying, I said, this woman is giving Agbero vibe. People were saying, leave her alone, let her talk. I said, she didn't talk anything. She's just everywhere. Even when Adeola said, you're everywhere, can you just, are you? She said, I'm not this, I'm not that. Is it not clear enough? Is this word not clear? That's not what you do. You're trying to battle somebody like Sandra Duru. I don't know Sandra Duru from anywhere. I've never heard about Professor Mbeke from anywhere until she posted that first expose. And where I first saw it was on Stella Dimokoku's Instagram. I was now looking for the person's name, and I typed in the first time. I didn't find her. I like to type, search with all of my Facebook, and then I now found Professor Mbeke. I now followed her page, and I was now reading her things. I said, "Shoo, this one can write, oh." When she's writing, like she doesn't stop. She gives you, and I'm like, yo, anybody that wants to battle with this woman, you have to be prepared well. Only for Freancess Olisa to come online and make a foolery out of herself. And if she does not come out with those evidence that she was alleging, because you challenge Professor Mbeke has posted it. She didn't wait 24 hours. She posted it. So now is your turn. You're saying everything is on her hand. No, everything is not on her hand. If you're exposing her to be a liar, everything is on your own hand because you're saving the nation too. So let's see where this is going. She has posted you. She has posted the video where you were calling her a good woman, even though, according to you, you said during Rochas. When did Rochas rule Imo State as the governor? So you knew her as a questionable character right from Rochas Okorocha's time. You mentioned 3 other political people from Imo State that this woman allegedly blackmailed, according to you. So she's a questionable character. She always record people and do one thing or the other. But yet in 2025, from when Rocha Okorocha was governor of Imo State to now, I think somebody else, Hope Uzodimma, who else is who's Imo State governor now? But you still worked for the same Professor Mbeke. So if you don't come out and present your evidence, you're just making it worse for the whole nation. You know, you're making it worse for the nation. Okay, so she posted this. Like, I don't understand why she attacked Adeola the way she did, and that's the part that Professor Mbeke clipped and reposted 5 hours ago. It was 4 hours as we're talking now. It has entered 5 hours. And listen to the caption. She said, "Chai, see higher drama queen on display. Even Mrs. Adeola find her assistant manager of gossip and hearsay, INEC, weak for the clown like Tasha's imported as her useful idiot. If this was an audition for Asylum Chronicles, she failed the role. Why the trembling? Madam DSS and police never even call you, yet your voice don't crack like Nightel line during thunderstorm. This hotel room looked nice, oh, but the lies are weak. The acting, zero. The storytelling, confused like NEPA light during raining season." I have wrapped up my private investigation and I can confidently say the interview, I can confidently say that that the interview was the dumbest. I can confidently say that the interview was the dumbest PR disaster ever recorded on a second hand phone camera. Laitasha, my dear manipulator in chief, you must really think Nigerians are daft and G&H. These your puppets must now provide concrete evidence for every single word that escaped her jittery lips. No crocodile tears this time, receipt or silence. Once again, you failed. Specular in Freancess, Tabitha, it's time to dance with your cohorts. Nothing gets out of the eyes of the oracle. We know and we downloaded Professor Mbeke. So she's saying she's going to take this up. You see now. So if this woman does not post the evidence that she has, this is going to be an issue, you know.
Now that is
For me. Okay, so please, sorry, I had to attend to this thing. It's lunchtime, but I cannot. I have to finish up. So the family is having lunch, and I'm supposed to go and join. But let me finish up this. When work calls, you have to do your work first. So far, this is the last thing that she has posted. Professor Mbeke has posted debunking. I hope this will make this woman to actually come out and talk more. Okay, because if this woman, and the woman I'm talking about, Freancess, because so many things she said, the way she carried herself on that live stream did not make sense. The fact that she said she didn't know who number three was, when allegedly she was having that private conversation with Professor Mbeke. A lot of things are questionable here. So what I would do, I don't want to say too much on her, because she too, she's another person that I don't know, but she said she's a journalist. So I want to expect that when I see her page, the way I saw Professor Mbeke's page, I'm like, yo, this one can write. I will go and find Freancess Olisa Ogbonnaya and hope I can recognize her, because here she was wearing a kind of gold scatter wig, and then on the video that Professor Mbeke posted, she's wearing a black wig, well, her hair well tied. So I really can't recognize her, but I would see, okay, because I want to believe that from her post we will know that it's she. All right. So I wish Adeola had said her handles also on that live stream, during the introduction, but she said that they said introduce yourself. She I don't know the kind of introduction she do, but anyway, we're following this case. One thing I want people to do is do not, because politicians are capable of anything, and all of these people involved, they are politicians one way or the other. They've dealt with, they're close to their romance in there. When I mean romancing, not in that way, I mean they're kind of all in the same place, working together, rubbing shoulders, rubbing minds, rubbing things like that. So they're all politicians, small or big, and they're capable of, they will use, the big ones will always use the small ones to achieve their dirty dealings. So it's possible that all of them are both. Okay. And it's also possible that there's someone among them that is telling the truth. But let the evidence prove to us among all of them who's telling the truth. But until then, I'm looking at everybody with side eye. You tell me what you think in the comment section. We will keep following. Professor Mbeke posts back to back, but we've covered everything here. Let me see. I think there's something else she posted, which is what we were supposed to talk about. Give me a second. Yes, she had posted 19 hours about Obi Ezekwesili. We're supposed to talk about that. Let me just quickly add that to this one here, so I don't have to do another on this topic, because we have another gist to also, another news, because Very Dark Man also came out and explained what happened between him and GT Bank, and that's another case that we're following. So we also have that live stream to do, to talk about, because he did the appreciation. We talked about, I promised you people that we will follow up the story. So Professor Mbeke, 19 hours ago, she posted back to back. When I'm telling you people, I'm not even joking. 19 hours ago, she had posted something where she tagged Dr. Obi Ezekwesili. So she said, response to Natasha's hired useful idiot, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili. You see, this is one thing I don't like. People that are so disrespectful, even if you feel like this woman was paid, you can still make your point without referring, because this woman is of a certain age if we're looking. And I don't think Sandra, with the way Sandra Duru looks, Sandra Duru should be around Natasha's age. And Dr. Obi Ezekwesili is older than the both of them. Do you understand? So if she was calling Natasha an idiot, we can understand their age grade and things like that. You can let it fly. But no matter what, why refer to Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, an older person? Would you refer to your own mother as an idiot? That's how you know people will not get sense. But anyway, let's proceed. I don't like people that insult people anyhow. I don't like. I know they like them. A response. So let's read it the way Professor Mbeke wrote. He said, in response to Natasha's hired useful idiot, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili. Obi Ezekwesili is forever chasing relevance by riding the the cocktail of manipulators, and she has once again exposed herself as the hired, loudest speaker of a falsehood, standing shamelessly behind a woman whose public record reads like a manual on deception. Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, the self-proclaimed victim who's made an art of the seduction, lies, distraction, and dishonor. Obi, before you talk about independent investigation, maybe uh, ask your mentee why she's been dodging court appearance, ghosting the news media, and suddenly rebranding herself as some desperate siren charm to the aiming her charm to the Jagaban himself, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yes, that same Tinubu whose very name sent traitors into convulsion, especially on TikTok, where your darling Natasha propaganda against the so-called Yoruba government failed spectacularly. Let's talk about surreptitious tactics, a phrase you conveniently borrowed to describe others when your entire career has been one long performance of blackmailing and a self-righteous gaslighting. You were silent when Natasha was busy throwing baseless accusations of organ harvesting, sexual harassment, and regional genocide to foreign media in a desperate attempt to dismantle Nigerians' democratic structure. You say nothing about how the serial accuser weaponized femininity to manipulate emotions and derail institutions. You even participated in it. Tell your mentee to first answer the criminal queries. Tell her to stop vanishing when court date arrives. Tell her to explain why she's turned from activist to attention-hungry socialite, hunting a high-profile men while pretending to um, champion justice. Tell her to stop running when the heat of truth exposes her game. Tell her to address serious issues and not satire and blackmail. And you, Obi, stop using your once respected voice to defend indefendable people. You have officially crossed from advocate to accomplice. History will remember you not as a fighter for the people, but as the enabler of liars who destroy destinies, exploit public sympathy, and make a mockery of real victims everywhere. You and Natasha should understand this. The Nigerian people are no longer blind. We have seen through the tears, the drama, and the stage interview, and the tired victim narrative. We are done being distracted by hired clown in the circus of corruption. Your games are up. Truth is marching forward, and this time it won't stop for your pity parties or PR stunts. Don't forget, I'm not just a witness, but a firm complainant in so many cases against your lady Natasha, who is fantastic in deception. Obi Mabanuje Baba Obj Koledami Duro Rara Imini Yeye Bobo Wetin Bimo Aseti Ogun Emiki Epa Iru Yoruba people no vex. This sounds like Yoruba. Lojuawo, Dr. Sandra Osiduru. I am Omoluabi. Mm, sorry, Yoruba language is difficult, okay? So she says she's Omoluabi. I'm not sure what this she wrote, but Yorubas will understand. And because she really wants to push for Yoruba people to just come out and be vexed. That's why I'm looking at this Professor Mbeke with side eye too, because the way she's really pushing for Yoruba people to come out and be vexed about this thing she's saying, that yet she didn't give us a video where she's made that statement. But okay, so that's another post that we did not cover. And let's quickly check her Sandra Duru page and see if she dropped anything before we round this up. This is also an hour long. Okay, so we were on her Professor Mbeke. So let's go to her Sandra, her main page, her Sandra C. Duru. That's her main page. Sometimes she posts some things there and she posts some things on her Sandra Duru's page. Okay, so she shared the one that she posted about the adeola thing. She really wants people to listen to that one. Okay, so she shared another one again, the one that she said adeola olore buruku Mumu Pro Max, you don't buy markets. Like seriously, the way this woman is at she will blast Adiola. Adiola, come out and talk. Oh. She said, Adiola Oloriburuku Mumu Pro Max, you don't buy market. You will pay damages once I am done with Natasha. Tell your attorneys to get my check ready. How did she defame you now? Somebody came and said something. She asked the right question. She said, are you alleging that she did this? I think Adiola used the word alleging. Yeah, who you they sue? Professor Abeg, rest in Jesus' name. You're trying to save your nation, yet you want to go and sue somebody else. She granted an interview. What did she do? Or did she say something else? I don't know. Anyway, let me not be defending Adiola yet, because I don't know if Adiola have said something, then most definitely Professor Mbeke will continue posting. And if she refers to something Adiola has said, we will go and check through Adiola's channels and we will find those videos. We'll come back and react to it. Okay? If Adiola, I hope so you never defame her. Okay, so Adiola name is everywhere on both of her pages. So this first one here, Adiola is she called her Olori Bruku. This other one here, 15 hours ago, she said Adiola, Laitasha, Freancess, see you, Madam. Satire, no light cloning and things like. Okay, she reposted that one here. Wahala, Natasha Akpoti, if you hire the entire idiots, okay, with that, okay. Yeah, so she posted both to both of her pages. So for people that are following here, not following there, they will get to see the post, and that's what she did. Okay, and it's right here. Anyway, it's been an hour, and I will round this up here now, and we will see if this lady is going to post her own evidence. That's Freancess Olisa Ogbonnaya. Is she going to post her evidence against Professor Mgbeke? If you don't even make matter worse. Wallahi. So you better post those evidence that you said you people had, those conversation and things like that. Okay. So yeah, thank you all so very much, and I'll see you all later on the next one. Have a nice day. The conversation continues. There's so much to cover, and I'll try to come in for us to cover the topics. I don't want us to miss anything. Any topic that we're discussing, we're going to come back and be dropping. And if you're here right now, then you also have to watch the interview so you understand what we're talking about on this particular one. Because first was the interview that Freancess granted at Adiola's page that prompted Senator Natasha to come out and start dragging Adiola and other people also, and Senator Natasha. So thank you also very much. Please subscribe if you have not. Turn on notification bell, and I'll see you all later. Thank you very much, and bye for now. Thank you, everybody.